Hi all, this is Sia Naz and welcome to episode 92 of the Diary of Sia Naz. So this week has not had any music in it whatsoever. I think this is why I'm excited about the next series that I'm going to do. So I think I'm going to wrap it up this week with all the odds and ends that I do, like Diary of Sia Naz, and it's including everything. And I'm thinking with the next series to only have it about music, because this way I have to produce music, because I find that it can be a bit difficult, and I put it off and put it off, and then I end up doing nothing, and then I just do a whole lot of nonsense and buy a whole lot of makeup. As you're going to see this week, a lot of makeup came. So let's start with the week. So the week started on October the 12th, and as I'm looking down, I'm looking at my rainbow fluffy unicorn diary. And so the week started on Monday, the 12th of October. And on Monday, I edited, uploaded, and promoted my podcast as always. And on Monday, the first of a lot of makeup that I've bought over the last few months came in. So one of the things that I bought was Charlotte Tilbury makeup, and this is an all-in-one palette. This was a luxury buy, and it was an impulse buy as always. And this is what I'm wearing today. And with this one, can you guys see that? It's got everything in the palette. So it's got all the eyeshadows, it's got all the contour and the highlight and all the blush. It's got everything in one. Usually I have to find which one goes with which and find different palettes, but this one, you get it all in one. It's a gorgeous palette. My video is delayed so bad to the vocal. So I hope this is going to work, the video, but that's the case. It's a gorgeous case. And another thing that I got was Charlotte Tilbury Chic to Chic. Actually, let me move the video so that it's over the audio, because the audio is behaving today, but the video is being really naughty. I don't even know if that was a good idea. Anyway, so this is the the Chic to Chic Swish and Pop blusher. This is called Ecstasy, and Ecstasy is this gorgeous palette. It's got two colors. There's a darker color in the middle and another color on the outside, and they're just lovely skin toned colors. And yeah, it's just called Chic to Chic, Charlotte Tilbury again, and in the color Ecstasy. And I got it because I saw Kylie Jenner had it, and I thought, oh, they're lovely colors, and she had used hers a lot. She had almost gone down to pan. So yes, being a Kardashian tragic, I ended up getting it, but that's really nice. The colors are lovely. I also made the beat video for Cozy, and Cozy was my lo-fi beat of the week last week, and had a lovely picture on there. I can't remember where I got those. There's some flowers on there, and there was some color in the photo too. So I thought that was a really pretty photo, lovely colors and the flowers and all that was really nice. So that was on Monday. And on Tuesday I got some help with my webcam. They upgraded the software, and last week there was a lot of flickering. This week I figured out the flickering, but the problem is now that my voice is delayed compared to the video, which happened last week as well. At least the flickering is gone, but yeah, the delay between voice and movement is very different. So that's one thing. At least one thing got sorted out, but now I have the other problem. So the way I fixed it last week was to move the voice back like 5 seconds, and then it matched up with when my mouth was moving and the correct words were in the right place. I just moved the voice. So I guess I'm gonna have to do that. So on Tuesday, I did two massive Sephora buys, and because they had 20% off of me like a fool, I buy like a fool, and I got this one, the Huda Beauty Khaki Haze collection. So this is a new lot, and I promised myself I'm not going to buy these things, but these colors are gorgeous. I haven't seen anything like this before. It's khaki. Like, I've never bought khaki colors before, and I really like this one, that middle one, and it really suits me. I wore it this week, and the golden colors, just gorgeous colors, and I just love the whole palette, like the green olive color. I just love the whole thing. So in the next few weeks, I'll wear that one. So that was one of them, khaki, and then I got a whole lot of skincare. And just doing lots of odds and ends on Tuesday, like during the day. Most of the time during the day, there's just so much work to do, and like we've got a big house, and there's so much between the cleaning and the maintenance of the actual house and the garden. Like every day there's something that has to be done, so I don't get much time, and then at night I'm just really tired now. So that's why I'm thinking for next year to concentrate only on music and forget about telling you about anything else. So if I haven't done anything in music, then I can't put the podcast out. I don't want to do that. I want to be regular. So then it'll be forcing me to do music, which I guess is one way to do it. So then on Wednesday, the podcast went up, the video podcast went up, and I promoted it. Also, this week has also been a lot about family. Through Ancestry.com, I've met family, and that family has introduced me to other family, and I've been getting to know them. So at night time, instead of working on music, I've been meeting family. So that's what this week has been mainly about. And I found out about a whole new branch of family. And I found out where one of my aunties fits in. So my auntie is my dad's second cousin, and I never knew what sort of branch, because I knew she wasn't like direct. And now I found out the branch that she comes from and how they fit into the family. And so I always thought she was like blood family, but she's actually by marriage through my great grandpa. His wife's sister married her side of the family, so that's how they come in. So that was good to see where she fit in, because I've been doing the tree and all that, so that's been really good. Also, I promote my podcast on Twitter, and I find that on Twitter I get good interaction from people. And I put up a post about my podcast, and then I commented somewhere else, and this podcast called um, Amish Baby Machine Pop Culture Podcast. I haven't even listened to it, but they responded and they said, "Oh, we haven't heard your podcast. Do you talk about food?" And about chicken schnitzel. And I said, "No, I don't talk about chicken schnitzel, but there's this really good chicken schnitzel from Coles that I get, and it's gluten-free crumbed, and the quality of the chicken breast is fantastic. It's not cheap rubbish. It's not reconstituted. I don't know what, but it's actually really good quality chicken breast. So if you're gluten intolerant like I am, and you missed having chicken schnitzel, I really highly recommend one from Coles that you can get, and it's gluten-free. It's with all the other Coles schnitzel stuff in the chicken section. So I told them I would talk about food, and that is my section about chicken schnitzel and food. So yeah, that's a really good tip. That's really good quality chicken schnitzel if you want to get some. So that was Wednesday, and then Thursday I was sick in bed all day, absolutely exhausted from everything that I've been doing during the week. But one nice surprise that I got was, I've been waiting for this forever. So this is the Kim Kardashian and Allison palette, and I thought this was really nice. So this is a friend of Kim Kardashian's that she's known since she was really little. Like, look how young they were here. And I just liked the story, and I got the palette. So this palette has got blush, highlight, and contour, and that's again something that I've been looking for, a palette that's got all in one. But I'm kind of finding that it's a bit boring, because then you just take out one palette and you use it. whereas other times it's nice to mix and match. So this palette is a longish palette, and it's got the three colors. So the contour, which is the light brown, the blush, which is a lovely sort of deep rose, and then the highlight, which is a light champagne pink. It's really lovely bubbly pink, and that's the highlight, that last one. And that's the case there, and you can see like the KKW Beauty on there. So I wanted to get the lighter color, but it sold out, and I thought, oh, I better get the darker one, and before it goes, because I'm not buying anymore, as I've said like a million times, but I still do. But that was nice to get. I got ordered that in September. Now it's October, and that's just come. And I'm waiting for some stuff from Nikki Tutorials that I ordered in August, and I'm still tracking it, and some other stuff from August. Like, why is it taking so long? It's really frustrating waiting for these things. I'm hoping that I'm going to get Nikki stuff next, and there's a whole lot. I got almost like $200 worth from a black-owned beauty brand, and that was from August as well. And I've said to them, it's a big order. I don't want to lose this. I've got lots of good stuff, so I'm hoping that's going to come soon too. And that's from August as well, so it's really frustrating. So on Thursday, while I was vegged out in bed, I saw two documentaries. The first one is called The Social Dilemma, and this was on Netflix, and it's obviously talking about social media and how we are the product. Like, if you're not paying for a service when you buy things online, you're the product. And sort of like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, like all that's free, but the way they make money is by tracking you and what you do, and um, getting information that you like, and so and then that's how you stay on longer and longer and longer. And one of the things they said is to turn off your notifications. I don't get notifications from anything because I know that's just bad news. So I just get on it. I get on it every day, but I try not to do it too regularly, but I do get on it every day. On Twitter is where I get my news. I check Twitter in the morning, and just to see what's trending, and that's how I know sort of what's the latest. And something I was saying on The Social Dilemma is that they cater that to you. So I thought that was what everyone saw, but it's not what everyone sees. It's they know what you like, so they're going to put it on your trending page, and you think it's trending for everyone, but it's not. It's just trending for you because that's what you like. So you're going to stay on Twitter longer and read more. So that's quite scary. And one of the ladies that was on this documentary said that she follows people she doesn't agree with so that she can get a balanced view of everything. I don't know if I can do that. And then the other documentary I saw was about BlackPink, and just about how they started. And I didn't realize that one of the girls is Australian and one is from Thailand, and then the other two are Korean. Obviously they all speak Korean, other than the Thai girl. I think she had to learn, and that they've been studying for 5 years. I think that's really good because you can see that they're really quite polished and they've got it down, and it's really good that they're all good friends and just lovely girls, and it's nice that they all clicked and that they all get along. So that was really nice. I envied one of the girls who went shopping, and she was buying some retro stuff, and I'm thinking I had the originals of those. And a jumper or a jacket that she got cost $1 million. I don't know if it was Korean dollars or $1 million. I don't know where she was, but it was $1 million. I'm like, what the hell? Anyway. So yeah, that's a really good documentary. I think for anyone, you don't have to be a Blackpink fan. It's I love behind the scenes stuff, and they talk to the producer and they show you their days when they were training, and yeah, they're really tough girls to go through all that. So I'm really quite impressed with them. They're really smart girls and they're doing really well. So I like some of the songs, I like their music. It's fun. So I wish them all the best. So that was on Thursday. Then on Friday, had big chat with some of my new rellos, and that was really nice. Like really letting all my emotions out, and That was really nice. One of my cousins, one of my guy cousins, and I was just telling him everything and just unloading my poor soul. And he was lovely, and he goes, "You're wonderful." And I'm like, "Oh, thank you. You're wonderful too." So, and I'm thinking, I'm just telling him everything that's wrong, and he's like, "Oh, I wish I was there to give you a hug." He's so sweet, and he's been through a lot too, a lot. So, poor thing. So that was on Friday. Oh, and another cousin as well. So a girl cousin and a guy cousin. So these are all from my dad's side that I'm getting to know now. And then on Saturday, I saw this awesome movie called Call Me by Your Name. Absolutely awesome. It was a bit boring at the start, but once you see the whole movie, it's like, wow, it's lovely. And then I went back to the start, and it just made more sense because it was really quite slow moving, and I didn't really know what it was about. And then while I was watching it, I kind of read on my iPhone while I was watching the movie on my iPad, and this was on Netflix. And then on my iPhone, I was checking out the actors, who they are, and the story, and I was like, oh, and yeah, yeah. Very interesting. I was not expecting. I mean, his summer is like the perfect summer where you sample all fruits. So you'll have to check it out. And fruits, I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean, tasting everything. Yeah, you'll have to watch the movie. I mean it in a good way. And then on Saturday, we also put up a greenhouse, and I didn't get all the parts for this greenhouse, and it was really frustrating because I put up the frame, I think on Monday, and then on Saturday, on Monday, and then on Friday they sent the part that was supposed to be missing, but they sent me the wrong part. So now they have to resend me the right part because I took a photo of the extra parts that I had, and they're the ones that they sent me. They didn't read the email properly. So now I have to wait because the green tint on top, the green mesh, is not sitting right because there's two pieces are not correct. So once we get those correct pieces, everything will sit in place. But we've planted like some cucumber and tomatoes and green peppers and stuff like that. So yeah. I like getting my hands dirty. I like seeing worms. I like touching worms. I like getting dirty. I don't mind that at all. And it's nice to be outside in the sun. What really annoyed me was my neighbor was out and he had the radio full blast. And I'm like, I don't want to hear that because it connects to my memory. So now my memory of putting up that greenhouse is that my neighbor was out with his annoying Aussie Yobbo radio and I just didn't want to hear it. So, yeah. He's connected to a lot of my memories. The neighbors next door absolutely loathe them. They're all feral. So that was Saturday. And then on Sunday, which is today, I got a package from Sephora, my second package, wasting money. Um, so my second package had lots of skincare, but I also had this palette. Uh, this palette here. Natasha Denona Glam palette. And in this palette, I've never gotten one of these palettes before, but what I liked about this palette is it tells you where the color goes. So as you can see, the colors are all very natural, very neutral. But if you look on the corners, it says center eyelid, outer eyelid, inner corner, crease. So it tells you where to put it. So I thought that was really clever. I mean, I pretty much know. I always find a picture on Instagram and I follow that. So I pretty much know where the colors go. But this is really nice that it gives you an indication of where you should put these colors so they blend nicely. So that was that one. And the good news about today is that we found out that lockdown is slowly rolling back. So November 1st, the shops are opening, which is fantastic because I am sick to death of being stuck at home, going absolutely nowhere and not going outside my 5Ks. So it turns out that we're going to be able to go 25Ks, which is fantastic, even though no shops are open, but you're allowed to see family. So my friends are all outside 5Ks. So it'll be nice to catch up with them and like go to a park. It'll be 1st of November when we can go to a cafe, but we can't go inside homes. Can only go outside to a park or meet in the cafes when they're open. So for me, I'm just happy as that shops are going to start opening and I can go to the shop instead of ordering stuff online. It is so annoying. And there's so many things I have to get from Bunnings and from Spotlight, and get some photo frames where no supermarket sells those, and I'm not paying $12, which includes the postage, when I can go to the $2 shop and get one for like $4 or $3. So that'll be really good. So, lockdown is almost over. Unfortunately, one of my cousins was telling me in Greece, in the part that we're from, lockdown is starting. And lockdown is starting for a lot of countries in Europe because they just haven't done the right thing. It's not easy. I mean, we did the right thing. It was really, really hard. A lot of people have suffered, but hopefully now we can get back to the start and try to get back to normal, and hopefully this won't happen again. So that was my week. Unfortunately, no music, but next year when I start again and do a new podcast, it's going to be strictly music. Not going to be talking about anything else, because that's really what I want to be doing. But when it's hard, I don't do anything. So it's going to be a bit silly if I've got my music podcast and I've got nothing to talk about. It's not going to happen. So I'm going to have to force myself to do music. And if that's how I'm going to have to do it, that's how I'm going to have to do it. So look after yourselves. Talk to your GPs if you need some help. Get some therapy. Definitely get some therapy. There's so much money that's been put into mental health. Talk to your GP, call Lifeline or Beyond Blue. They're there to help you. Details are on the screen or down below in the information section. Share my podcast with your friends or family or someone you think would like to hear it or see it. Leave comments. I love to hear comments. Leave reviews. Let me know how you think I'm going. There's not much longer for this podcast. So we're up to episode 92. So 8 more podcasts to go. I promised myself 100 podcast episodes. I've already achieved one of my goals, which was over 10,000 plays, and that's happened. And thank you so much for everyone for listening. So the beat of the week is Straight Out, and Straight Out is a very grungy sort of beat. It's under 3 minutes, like 2 minutes 40. I'm not sure why it's so short. It's an interesting sort of beat. There's gaps in there that I've left. There's a clock ticking somewhere. Very grungy, very different. I was obviously feeling very angry when I did it. So definitely check it out. I hope you like it. Let me know, and I will catch you guys next week. Take care and bye.
known as beats.